How to win work from architects. If you own a construction-based business, your best clientele, your wealthiest clientele, the bigger jobs are going to have gone through a process with architects and designers first. If someone is building their luxury dream home or having a massive extension or a massive refurbishment done or a big project for a workplace, for an office environment as well, it's likely gone through a long process of planning applications and design revisions and drawings and backwards and forwards. So the architect's actually the clients that you want because they have the end clients. So your relationships to build in this industry, it's very smart to actually forge key relationships with architects. I know a lot of you want to do that, but you're not quite sure how to do it and how to go about it. Now you've got to think, building a relationship with an architect is no different to building a relationship with anyone else. And we can all relate to going out when we were younger, maybe you're still doing it now, going out to a nightclub trying to meet someone and, do a deal. We all know there is a process to getting a wife or a girlfriend. You don't just walk into a nightclub and then walk out straight away and have kids. It doesn't happen like that. So we need to look at it in the same way because we are always building relationships. Relationships are where all the money is. This is where you make your money in the construction industry, with key relationships in the right places. And this is how you want to look at it. You don't want to look at it and go, right, well, I just want work from architects. And some of you do this, you just knock on the door or phone architects and go, have you got any work? It doesn't work. That's too heavy to begin with. You've got to be focused on building a relationship. So how do you do that? So if we go to the example of going out to a nightclub or trying to find a partner, there's processes you've got to go through. And step one is being in the nightclub. And on the dance floor, you've got to be seen. You've got to be on the horizon. You've got to be in the room, as it were. And the easiest way to do that in today's day and age is follow them. Not in a creepy way, in a normal modern way of social media. Every good architect, you've got to think architects are design led. They like nice looking things. They're very detail type people. So their social media will be a reflection of their work. And if they're a decent architect practice, they're going to have a social media account set up with all the designs they've done and all of the nice work they've done. They're going to be very proud of it. They're going to be very protective of the work that they do. So it's so easy to literally Google them and follow them on social media as step one. This is the first thing that you need to do, is this. Just follow them. Because they're going to see your notification, because I guarantee you most of them haven't got massive followings. When they get a notification of someone following, they then check you out. And that is step one, being on the dance floor. Then once you've done that stage, the next thing is the nod. We all know, you've been in the nightclub, you see someone you quite like, which in this case is the architect client. You need to get a bit of a nod. You're either at the bar or you walk past them in the nightclub and you make a bit of eye contact, you go, we're in, we've got an opening. But you don't go straight in full pelt. You get the nod and you go, okay, how does that translate to you and your architect? You comment on one of their posts, whether this is LinkedIn, whether it's Instagram, whether it's Facebook, whatever social media platform it is, you comment, and that is the equivalent of your nod. You're not asking for anything, you're just saying something very easy like, wow, that project looks amazing, love the work, looks incredible, that's mental, I love it. Something nice and positive. Pay a compliment. You always get a lot further when you just pay a compliment. And this is it, this is a bit of a process you've got to go through. Then once you've done that, they might comment back, and then before you know it, you started building a relationship. They now know who you are. They're now aware of you. You're not a complete stranger. You're not just walking up to them going, where's the work? Have you got some work for me? I want to price some work. You're building this relationship, and this will take some time. Sometimes it takes time, but the best relationships will always take a bit of time to build. Then once you're at that stage, you're then going to be in a bit of a conversation. Which this might then turn into a direct message. It might be a direct message on one of the social media platforms. And you say, just want to say, love what you guys do, it looks incredible, would love to be involved in some of the projects you do in the future. Or something like that, just very loose, non-committal, not what have you got for me, just reinforcing the comment that you put on the post that, wow, I just love what you guys do. That's an amazing project. How did it get on? Starting a conversation. You have to just start a conversation at some point. And then from there, that will either happen or it won't. They'll reply and you'll start a conversation. You can lead it down to the next path, or it won't. You need to come back to it. But you need to, follow up on the relationship. And then it's going to lead to a date. Because all you're looking for at this stage is just to get in front of the person, get in front of the architect to enhance and build the relationship. So what would I do? I would look at, okay, who do I know? So who is a link to this person? This is the great thing about social media. You can see, right, who are they following as well? Have you got any friends in common? Is there a relationship that you can leverage to open that door? Go on any platform and you can see that. Someone that you know, there's always that 6 degrees of separation. You're only ever 6 people away from anyone in the world. Someone who knows someone who knows someone who knows someone who can give you a bit of leverage and a bit of information. The other good thing is, when you do find an architect's practice, you see who the directors are. It might only be them, but it might be a whole host of people. You can find out their names, you can do some research. And this is what it's all about. You need to do a bit of research and become a bit of a detective investigator to go, right, well, these 2 people own it. You're going to check them out at company's house, you're going to find out their names, and then you're going to do a bit of investigation work. Go, right, what are these people into? Because architects will be into something. They'll have a hobby, they'll have a passion, they'll have something. Maybe they go to networking events, maybe they go to particular industry events in your area. You've got to do some digging. Maybe they've got a kid who plays football in a football club or someone you know, and you can position yourself to be there and get known and be seen. And this is what you really need to do, because you need to get this date in action. You need to be visible and see someone. Thing is with social media is it's internet, it's digital based. It only gets you so far. But when you actually get in front of someone and they've seen your face, they know who you are, then the relationship can escalate a lot quickly, because familiarity is what's important. You'll know this yourself. You like doing business with people that you actually know in real life. And this is what you are trying to get. So you want to leverage who do you know, what angle can you use to get in front of someone, and you deliberately position yourself in the right place. So if they go to a particular event, you go there on purpose. I've done this before, and I know that they go to a particular gym. You position yourself in the right place to get the relationships with these people. This is the mindset that you want to be thinking, because you're building a relationship on purpose. And then the next thing you want to do is having a kiss, which a kiss in this example is pricing a job. And we all know where a kiss leads to. It's going to go one way. So if you start pricing works and you get to this point, you're in. And you might need to price 2 or 3 jobs before you actually win one. But you've got to be willing to go through this journey and actually work with the architects, because at this point, don't just look at it that you're just pricing a job, and if you don't win it, there is a massive value being built there in your relationship of going backwards and forwards with the architect. And set yourself up for success, but you're not going to win the first job. I would actually be quite alarmed if you win the first job. It shows that the architect's probably not that established, probably hasn't got that many relationships themselves. You want to be working with good tier architects, and just look at it that you're just kissing. You've got to kiss a few frogs, and sometimes you kiss someone, doesn't go anywhere else, and that's just the way it is. You want to be doing this and look at that as pricing jobs, and see that time and use of your resource of building relationships, of expecting not to win the jobs. Go, right, I'm expecting not to win this. If we do win it, it's a bonus, but I'm just building relationships, and that's the unseen value that you don't see. Because once you get past that stage and you do win a job, well, you basically, in layman's terms, you've had sex. You're doing good work together, and it's just a way to look at it. Dating is like this. You go through this process, and building a relationship with an architect is exactly the same. And you want to get to the point where you're actually doing projects, and then it's your job to deliver on that project. You've got to do a good job, because then that's going to reinforce your relationship. But if you spend the time to go through this process, then before you know it, you're doing work. If you've got 2 or 3 good architects in your area, and they want to use you all the time, and they refer their clients to you, you're going to build a much better business, because they control the work at the top from the high level, and that's really where you want to be. And obviously, look, this does take a bit of time, but if you said to yourself, right, for the next 3, 6, 9 months, I'm going to be focused on building the right key relationships in the right places, guarantee you have a much bigger business. And the thing that you need to do is do the numbers. Again, just like dating, you do not put all your eggs in one basket and expect to go to the nightclub once, meet your dream woman and get married in the period of one night out. You're going to go out on a lot of nights out and return empty-handed. Same as architects and building any relationships for that matter. You're going to go out and you're going to put yourself out there, you're going to comment on stuff, you're going to DM people and you're going to get no response. That's how it is. That's just how it is. And you have to scale it up by doing the numbers. Do not put all your eggs in one basket, because if you do this to 100 decent people in your area, could be architects, could be engineers, could be designers, one or two of them is going to fall in, and you're getting the numbers on your side. And that's the way to look at it, because you will know, you will have a mate yourself who just goes up to woman after woman after woman and eventually gets what he wants. Whereas the person that just sits there and does nothing gets nothing. And that's the way to view it. Sales is no different to dating. And what you're doing is selling yourself, and have that vision in your head of, look, you're a salesman, you own a business, you've got to sell yourself and build relationships in the right way to get you to where you want to be, of doing the right project. So I hope that's been useful, guys. I hope it's been a helpful video. Try and make things as easy to understand as I possibly can for you guys. If you would like free help with your business, there is a link below this video for 30 days of free business mentorship. It's an email a day with practical, solid advice to help you move forward. And that's it. I'll see you in the next one.